at this moment, Nigeria does not have the luxury of zoning or not zoning. You know what we have? The luxury we have, the only luxury we have is to say who is the most competent candidate. That's the question that should be. And ADC needs to answer itself. Does it want to win election or does it want to participate in election? At this very moment where that we are in Nigeria today, and that's why sometimes I say, how I wish I was not a Peter Obi supporter, so that when I say this, people don't feel that it's because I'm biased. At this stage where we're in, the person who will motivate Nigerians to come out, to vote, to believe is Mr. Peter Obi. And if ADC knows it's on, it's not just about participating. You can participate, anybody can participate in election. If you are not interested in winning, no problem. If it's not about participating, but it's thinking about winning election, it should be having a consensus. It's not even zoning. The conversation should be consensus, candidacy. It's there in their constitution. They have it in their constitution.
Let's talk about the ADC and the adoption of the ADC. There are insinuations that, ADC is for Atiku Abubakar. It's because of him, everybody. But the obedience movement, of course, I've been monitoring, and they're saying, then if this ticket is not coming to the South, we'd rather not be part of this coalition. Do you buy that idea of where it has to be fair and square? We'll go to the primaries.
So the thing is this, so sometimes when people make attribute statements to the obedient movement, I'm thinking, is that obedient movement or individuals?
Okay.
So there's a difference. If Aisha Yesufu, if I make a statement, that's not obedient movement making a statement. That's Aisha Yesufu. Members of the obedient movement, that's individual members. So we need to also look at the distance. Let me tell you something. At this moment, Nigeria does not have the luxury of zoning or not zoning. You know what we have? The luxury we have, the only luxury we have is to say who is the most competent candidate. That's the question that should be. And ADC needs to answer itself. Does it want to win election or does it want to participate in election? At this very moment where that we are in Nigeria today, and that's why sometimes I say, how I wish I was not a Peter Obi supporter, so that when I say this, people don't feel that it's because I'm biased. At this stage where we're in, the person who will motivate Nigerians to come out, to vote, to believe is Mr. Peter Obi. And if ADC knows it's on, it's not just about participating. You can participate, anybody can participate in election. If you are not interested in winning, no problem. If it's not about participating, but it's thinking about winning election, it should be having a consensus. It's not even zoning. For me, it's not even about zoning, because we are at a place where the nation is on a brink. It's about to fall. People are suffering. You and I, we are here. We are in a room, beautiful environment. Do you see this beautiful environment? There are people all through their life in Nigeria will never be in this kind of room. They have never known what an AC is. And until they die, currently, they will never know what an AC is. Those are the people we should be concerned about. Not you, people like you and I that can speak English. We can go home and eat our 3 square meals. Not a problem. Maybe what annoys us is that, now I have to buy ticket more expensive. We are not the ones that this whole thing should be about. It's about the people who can't eat. It's about the children who are dying, who shouldn't be dying. It's about those children that UNICEF is having to, look for donation for them because they are starving to death. So if we're talking about those things, then it's not about zoning. It's about a consensus for the ADC leadership to sit down. And this is what I think, and this is not an obedient movement position. This is an Aisha Yesufu's position.
Okay.
The ADC is supposed to sit down and say, who do we have today that will motivate people to come, that can defeat and has defeated before? Because you see now, even those people who were part of the APC that rigged the election, they have come out one way or the other to tell you that indeed they rigged the election and where Peter Obi had won and they had subverted those votes. That's story for another day, right? And so if they sit down and they will choose that candidate, and I can tell you that whatever indices they use, it will still come back to one person, Mr. Peter Obi. So for me, the conversation at ADC should not be about zoning. The conversation should be consensus, candidacy. It's there in their constitution. They have it in their constitution. And choosing the person who is most competent, the person who has the most empathy, the person who has been there for Nigeria, who has been speaking for Nigeria, who you have seen since the last election, even though his victory was taken away from him, it was free, has stayed on the course of Nigeria. The person that when Nigerians wake up, they say, has he made a statement on this issue? Has he not made a statement on this issue? That is the de facto president, and that's the person they should be putting up as a candidate.
And that's Peter Obi that you're talking about.
That is Mr. Peter Gregory Obi.
Us Nigerians that should be forcing the conversation, because what I say is this: as it is right now, whoever becomes president, no matter how bad it is, the main political figures are not going to be affected. The only thing that get affected is the fact that maybe their ambition were not fulfilled, or they could have done this or whatever. That's all. They're not going to go hungry. Their children are not going to go hungry. They have enough. But you see the Nigerians that it will affect, those who are even already hungry. We are the ones that are supposed to come together and start saying that, you see this thing, you people should behave in this manner. You people should do this. You people should not do that. Then unfortunately, it is us that are just doing as if it's nothing. Let them decide. Let them do this. 2027 election, you are fighting for your right. You say this thing that you are blaming villagers, principalities and power, village people, whatever. You are your own village people. You are the principality and power. You that you allow rigging to be done. You that you allow politicians to do anyhow. You that you don't go and vote. You that you don't vote and ensure that you're protecting your vote is being counted. You that you allow your ballot papers to be used anyhow. You are the enemy. You are the principality and power. You are the village people. Nobody else. So, if they never tell you, me, I tell you as today now. So when next you are cursing your enemies, binding, using fire on them, saying this, that, no, it is yourself. You are doing it, and it will catch you because now you they pray against yourself. So now, no barrier. That's what will happen, because we cannot continue to stay like this and be sort of like wow, something has entered my ear. I'm also just okay, and be sort of like uncaring, not bother about what is happening in your nation, and you think that everything is going to work away. People are praying. Shape your prayer warriors. Nigeria people, we think we have the patent to prayers. We just sit down and all of a somehow Nigeria, because we fix it. Those things that we do, those Kool-Aids we give ourselves. Somehow God will fix it. Let me repeat what I always say all the time. God will not give us capacity. God will not do for us what he has given us capacity for us to do for ourselves. Think about it.